Hi my friends, I want to show you my pepper mix whenever I want to make um my spicy stew. Okay, so these are the ingredients that make it up. So here I'm using crushed tomatoes, I'm using 1 tin, and I use a lot of scotch bonnet pepper because we like it spicy. So again, do you onions and bell pepper. Let's go. So I get my protein. So here I'll be using some meat and then some fish. Okay, so you choose the proteins of your choice. So I got me out some whiting fish. I washed them thoroughly under running water, and then I proceeded to cutting them into sizable chunks. So these are here I'm using goat meat also, so I try to season them. So back to where my chopping board, where I'm chopping the fish, the white, it's called whiting fish, it's called white fish, something like that. Okay, so I gave them the sizes that I wanted. So after chopping them to the sizes of my choice, then I brought them back to wash them again thoroughly. Okay, so after doing that, I set them aside and then got my favorite seasonings to season the fish before I proceed to the next step. So we're still washing. So after washing the fish, I set it aside. I continued with steaming the meat, my goat meat. Then inside the same pot that I'm using to steam the goat meat, I added the bell pepper, okay, to steam them a little bit. The bell pepper, onions, and some of the scotch bonnet pepper that I put. So I'm back to the fish. I seasoned, like I told you, I set aside the fish after washing them. Now I'm seasoning them with my favorite season. So here you choose your favorite season and season your fish, okay? Then after that, I added, you can see me, I added a bit of some oil because I'm going to grill it. I'm not going to fry. So you can choose to fry. Again, I say do you, but I like to do less of frying. So I do more of grilling, okay? And that white stuff you saw me just put here are breadcrumbs. So the reason why I put the breadcrumbs is so that I want them to remain and stay, chunky. So after doing all that, that's what I just did now. They are all well marinated and seasoned. So yeah, that's the breadcrumb. If you want me to show you how I make my own breadcrumbs, I can show you in another video. So I made those breadcrumbs by myself. So I set them on my grilling tray, and there it is inside the oven, and I grilled for 15 minutes at 350 degrees. Okay, so now the steamed vegetables, peppers, you saw me just put them inside the processor, and that's what I'm going to do. So before I started processing, I set my oil in a pan with onions frying there. Okay, so, and that's a processed pepper. So here we work smart. Okay, so I'm multitasking, working smart, so that I don't spend too much time preparing the stew. So that's why you see me, I will go back and forth. There are some things that can be going on at the same time. So yeah, if you're used to doing this, I've been doing this like for long, so I know the things that can work together. So here I'm frying the pepper mix, and I just added my crushed tomatoes. Allow it to fry on a low to medium heat, so it's sizzling. And I tell you, the aroma of this mixture will just fill the room of your kitchen. It was smelling very delicious. If you use this method, it will take your stew game from medium to a high level. and come back and thank me later. So this is how I make my spicy stew. Again, I said you can adjust to your own level of spice, but yes, in this house we do a lot of spice. Now, so I added the meat and I like to steam, and that's it. So I'll go now to check my fish. Ta-da! The grilled fish is cooked. This is where I like it. It was bulky, so I didn't put this inside the stew. I left it this way, yeah, because I want it to stay bulky. And that was it. So we went ahead to boil our rice and some vegetable by the side and meat or fish. Bye bye.